Hey YouTube, super exciting news. My Patreon is live. It's actually probably been live for maybe a month or so. There's supposed to be a big green launch button somewhere. I can't find it. It looks like it is public and live. I've gone into like private browsing mode and looked at my Patreon, and so it seems like it's live and everything's good. And I am super excited. And this actually marks the first post on Patreon, the first kind of announcement for that. So first of all, I am still working on tiers, but I'm thinking the next tier that I don't know what dollar amount it'll be, but it'll have like an exclusive video. This sort of. This is something that I've kind of not wanted to do, been very hesitant about. Just because I think about all the times where there's different people, like I think Anna Graceman comes to mind, or Dink Pods. Those are two people I think of. And there's been a few others over the years where they've had a Patreon and they've had like exclusive stuff. And I'm like, oh, that sounds really nice. I would actually really like to watch that exclusive stuff. It sounds so cool, but I can't afford it. And just thinking about that makes me like really sad. Especially since I think of this kind of in terms of how like it's ones and zeros. And ones and zeros on a computer are really easy to share everywhere. And so just then why not have it be like open completely? And physical items I get there can only be like a limited quantity, or like there's only so many of a mug that people would want before. Not very many people want mugs anymore, and it's not even profitable to print those. Which Patreon does have like some merch stuff that you can make, and eventually I'll be looking into that and seeing what kinds of stuff I can set up with that and how it costs and everything. I do have my plan set up so that I could do that if I want to. And I've got a few other things that I need to dig out and that I can turn into like, a Patreon giveaway type for this tier, prize type of a thing. I don't know. But yeah, like the exclusive video thing, I just kind of don't want to. And I'll also say even with programs too, like because I kind of feel like some things could be offered for a limited time that are digital, and then they're not anymore. And I don't know. I feel like limited time is different than putting behind a paywall, and it's the only way that you see it forever. But then it's actually kind of the same. I don't know. It's just weird, and so like I just don't have the money for those things. However, Dank Pods, I might, because he's only $1 a month, and if you binge all of his stuff and then stop subscribing, he's cool with that. Which if I ever do something like that, which I kind of will, I think I might be fine with that. I'll take anything. If you just want to support me once, and that's it, great. Ongoing support would be a lot better. I'm gonna have reoccurring expenses. I want to have this be my full-time job. So that would be nice too, but if you're only a one time person, whatever, I get that. I get that we all don't have very much money. So for this I'm gonna have a middle ground. And I'm gonna have like certain videos that are Patreon only, but for a certain while, like maybe 1 or 2 months or so, maybe a little bit longer, there'll be a video that'll be Patreon only, and then it will go public. And I don't know exactly what they'll be, but they'll be something. There's also the option of, like releasing videos a little bit early for your Patreons. What is early for one of my videos? I don't know. I don't know exactly what's next. I don't know exactly what my next video will be. I have some ideas. I have some plans that'll be written down and more solidified once I get my studio space set up and things better set up so that I can do more than what I'm currently doing. Oh, I'm excited for that. So, yeah, that's the other thing. And this is the actual first post on Patreon that I'm making. This video right here, unless you count like the intro video, but that counts as a post. The other thing that I'm super excited for is Patreon has goals. And I'm really excited for that because I was just, as I'm going along, I was going to eventually figure out how I was going to let you guys in on some of the things that I'm buying with this Patreon money and stuff. And more so stuff for the channel. Because, like I talked about in the announcement video, the intro video, like, if I ever have to, like, buy some groceries with this once or twice or help with a car payment, I'm not really going to mention it. It's once it starts getting to be more of a full-time job for me and I work a lot less or stop working at whatever other job I have at the time, I'm going to disclose that. But obviously, I'm not going to be like, hey, I just went shopping. Here's my receipt, everything that, excuse me, hiccups, everything that I bought. I'm not going to do that. So, some things will be disclosed and some things won't. But with these goal posts on Patreon, I'm super excited. That's making it like really, really easy because I've already got a few goals on there. I've got the Adobe subscription goal. I've got a goal for paying back my car savings from the buying the few things that I did, and I have a goal for getting my camera fixed. And I can just add goals. I can be like, hey, next thing is sound foam. Here's my next goal, and put it on there, and then work towards that goal. It's going to be really, really exciting. And yeah, eventually at some point I'll even put a goal on there of like, hey, this is about how much I need to survive and do this full time. Help me with that goal. And it's going to be like an on top of thing. Like there will always be the Adobe subscription goal, but then there will also be, oh, I also need this goal, and they'll stack up. I'm really, really excited for that. And yeah, it's just going to be a whole lot of fun, and I really hope that I can get lots of people to support me. Seriously, go tell your friends and family. I want to do this as a full-time job because right now I work at Marco's Pizza. It's a good job. It's a job that I can do some aspects of really good. I'm really good at the front register taking orders and stuff. Less so at making pizzas and some of the other aspects. But the truth is, if I think back to like all of the jobs that I pretty much had, they've kind of just been jobs that I can do. Some were better than others. There's been ups and downs with them. And I could keep working at a job like that, although I don't necessarily want to. But they've just been jobs that I can do. And they've never been anything really great that I've really been super excited and wanting to do. So, yeah, I want to do this. I want to make more stuff. And I know I'm being a little vague with what stuff, but I've talked about it here and there. And I'm going to talk about it more as I'm getting set up. And I'm actually planning to do a little Patreon only video for a little while at least that'll talk about some of the more things that I'm doing and what some of my plans are. And so, yeah, I'm just excited for that. And yeah, that video will be up sometime soon, and it'll be a Patreon thing for a while. So yeah, if you're excited, leave a like on this video, get subscribed, tell all your friends and family, go check out what I've done in the past, and remember, evaluate me as a host. If you like me as the host, you'll probably like what I'm going to do next, and it'll be great. So yes, I will see you guys in whatever's next. Bye.